Yo, what's up everyone? Today we're diving into a moment that feels like a pop culture fuse lit at Paris Fashion Week, Zendaya stepping out in bridal white, and the internet's buzzing about a secret wedding to Tom Holland. But I'm not here to just repeat headlines, I'm here to unpack what this says about celebrity narratives, fashion signaling, and the whole quiet marriage mythos in the era of public relationships. Let's break it down the way a creator would, with my take, some context, and a few wild angles you might not see in the recap clips. First off, the hook most people latch onto, Zendaya in white at LVFW, right after rumors of a wedding. My take? Fashion as a statement is louder than a confirmation email. Zendaya isn't just wearing white because it's wedding adjacent, she's playing with the visual language of commitment, public intimacy, and control over the narrative. This is a calculated move to turn a rumor into a mood, to tilt the camera back toward her terms, not the rumor's terms. What makes this really interesting is how white dresses in high fashion become a runway for personal storytelling. The color reads as purity, yes, but in fashion it also signals renewal, a transition, and even a little myth-making. From my perspective, she's signaling that she can own the story arc, whether or not the ceremony happened exactly as tabloids claim. Let's zoom into the look itself. An icy white fitted shirt with an oversized collar tucked into a ballooned asymmetrical skirt creates tension, sharp, tailored, almost architectural on top, playful and voluminous on the bottom. The belt and black pumps inject contrast, grounding the look in modern edge. A detail I find fascinating is the gold wedding band catching the sun, stacked with silver rings to echo the hoop earrings. It's a small visual move, but it reframes the moment, a public, stage-ready declaration that life beyond the red carpet is unfolding with the same precision as a fashion collection. What many people don't realize is how jewelry in these moments acts as a stealth press release, tiny signals that hint at deeper truth without an explicit statement. Now, about the timeline and the secret wedding narrative. Law Roach's comment, "The wedding has already happened. You missed it," is the kind of quip that thrives on ambiguity. It stokes a narrative fire while preserving privacy. My read, the absence of a formal public ceremony doesn't diminish the social signal of intimacy, it amplifies the aura that Zendaya and Tom are steering their own ship. This raises a deeper question about how celebrity couples curate revelations in 2026. Does the speed of information, and the speed of rumor, force a more cryptic, stylish response to control the conversation? One thing that immediately stands out is how designers and stylists become co-authors of a couple's story. In this case, Louis Vuitton and Law Roach are not just providing clothes and guidance, they're shaping the public's perception of a real-life milestone. From a broader trend perspective, this moment sits at the crossroads of private intimacy, public persona, and fashion as a language for that tension. Zendaya's look is not simply about looking wedding appropriate, it's about signaling maturity, independence, and a new phase in a long-running collaboration with Holland. If you take a step back and think about it, the couple's narrative cadence mirrors how we consume celebrity stories today, pauses, punctuated by a dramatic visual cue, followed by a flurry of speculation that then cycles back into stylish restraint. A detail I find fascinating is how the media spin can morph into a style moment that outlives the rumor itself, turning speculation into a recurring mood rather than a one-off claim. Deeper insight, what does this tell us about the ecosystem around marquee relationships? Designers, stylists, and brands become custodians of a narrative currency, fashion moments that function as both aesthetics and PR. Zendaya's look uses bridal white not as a literal vow, but as a design language that says, "I'm evolving, I'm in control, and I'm doing it with grace and edge." What this really suggests is that the most memorable celebrity moments in the streaming era may be less about the event and more about the storytelling craft surrounding it, how outfits, jewelry, and timing craft a story that feels inevitable once you watch it through a certain lens. To wrap this up with a thought-provoking closure, the wedding rumor itself becomes a rumor-turned motif. It's less about the ceremony and more about the idea that Zendaya and Tom are writing their own script, one where public interest is a collaborator, not a spectator. In my opinion, that's the broader takeaway. Today's stars don't just reveal milestones, they choreograph them as fashion statements that invite interpretation, speculation, and, yes, a little mystique. If you're watching this unfold, you're not just seeing a dress or a ring, you're witnessing a masterclass in narrative design, where every accessory and silhouette plays a role in shaping a future chapter that fans will read as carefully as a franchise movie. What do you think this signals for celebrity storytelling? Do fashion moments count as legitimate milestones in the same way a ceremony would, or are they a distinct, more modern form of expression? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and tell me which element of Zendaya's look you found the most telling about where her story is headed next.